Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Big channel and life updates that I wanted to tell you guys about. Don't worry, everything is good news. I wanted to do this special video just because I already do so many other videos, and when it doesn't have anything to do with dragons, zombies, spaceships, or Time Lords, it's kind of hard to squeeze in. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to tell you about the big changes that are going on with the videos I'm doing, what's happening, what's going to be happening real soon, especially the physical changes that are happening on YouTube right now, because typically things change every couple months. Then second, I'll talk about some of the big changes going on behind the scenes in my real life, some of the big things that are going to be happening this year that I'm doing just to make it easier for me to do what I love, which is make videos and hang out with you guys. And then, just because I totally don't talk about it enough, I'm going to tell you about some YouTubers that I'm really excited about right now, as well as conventions and YouTube-related stuff that I'm going to be doing in the next couple of months. I feel like eventually I should probably create a vlog channel for stuff like this, but until my dream of becoming a space pirate comes true, I'll just squeeze it in on Emergency Awesome every once in a while. So here we go, starting with new videos that I'm working on right now. This weekend is the Walking Dead finale, which is going to be amazing, so if you're not quite caught up, I recommend you binge watch on Netflix. They have everything up to season 4. AMC is also running a marathon of season 4 episodes, just so you can fill that gap. Everything else I do, Doctor Who, Arrow, Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and so on, is staying the same. No changes there. But Game of Thrones is coming back April 6th. That's next Sunday, the Sunday after this coming Sunday. So what's going to happen is those videos will take the place of the Walking Dead videos I would normally be doing. I'll still be doing bonus videos for Walking Dead, just like I do for all the other favorite shows in the off-season. So if there is a particular type of bonus video that you want to see, just leave me suggestions in the comments below. In addition to swapping Sunday's Walking Dead for Game of Thrones videos, I'm going to be carrying my weekly giveaway over, so since there's 10 episodes of Game of Thrones this season, there'll be 10 more weeks of the giveaway. On to big YouTube changes. So YouTube changes the platform every couple of months, so the way it looks and the way it shows you new videos that I've posted, so here's some details about what's changed and how to fix that. Most of the time, everything works great, but every once in a while, it's a total epic fail. So here are a couple things you can do just to make sure you don't miss out on giveaways or new videos I post. Right now, there are 2 different YouTube layouts that you guys might be seeing, but YouTube calls this homepage the guide. This is where most of you see my new videos show up. So all you have to do is go to the My Subscriptions tab, which, depending on your layout, is over here on the left-hand side or up at the top of the homepage. Inside your subscriptions page, you can just mouse over one of my videos and select Get an Email for each upload from Emergency Awesome. I typically post about 10 videos a week, so this is the only way to guarantee that you don't miss stuff. It'll just send you an email whenever I post a new video. I know a lot of you are international, so there's a huge time zone difference, and sometimes I end up posting videos while you're asleep. And as much as YouTube does weird things to change how everything looks, this is actually one feature that is really amazing. So just as an example, I subscribe to about, 30 some odd channels, but I really like Vlogbrothers, Hank and John Green's DFTBA stuff. So I enable email alerts for their stuff and just keep everything else on default. There is the tried and true sit on the videos page and just, refresh the channel to wait till someone posts a new video. But personally, I just recommend you enable email alerts and save yourself the time. If you're not a big email person or you just want to talk to me offline, there's always social media. So I'm most active on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Google+. Here's the links for all those accounts. There's also links at the top of my channel page here. I wasn't able to fit my entire name on Twitter, so that's a little different. But for the most part, I'm Emergency Awesome on all these different platforms. So if it's the middle of the day and you just want to say hi, you can always tweet at me or post on my Facebook page. I read all the YouTube comments, but here's where I need to mention Google+, because that does kind of affect how the comments show up. So if you haven't heard about it yet, Google created this thing called Top Fans. It's just a way for channels like mine that are getting really big to, help communicate with the most active engagers. That's just, people that want to talk to me the most, comment the most, watch the most videos. In the future, I'll actually be doing some special giveaways and hangouts, as well as maybe some free t-shirts for this group of people. Right now, there's about 5,000 of you in it. The easiest way to jump to the top of that list, because Google does it internally, it's not something I do manually, is to just follow me on Google+, and usually it kind of kicks you into that system. I do like Google+, but really it's mostly helpful for just managing comments, and also, because of the changes, now if you want to make sure that I see your comment, all you have to do is add the plus symbol in front of my name whenever you leave a comment, and it will, mention me. It's like mentioning someone on Twitter. You know, I still read all the comments on videos no matter what, so I will still see what you have to say. But whenever you add a plus, it sends your comment directly to my Gmail inbox. So that pretty much covers all the big changes to YouTube, as well as, social accounts to help fill the gaps whenever things go wrong on YouTube. So on to big changes in my personal life. I am still currently working a full-time job. I might be turning full-time creator by the end of the year. That would definitely be my dream, to just make YouTube videos and hang out with you guys all day long for a living. That would be amazing. But I'll be sure and let you guys know if that happens before the end of the year, because we will be popping bottles. In the short term, I'm still looking for a new apartment. I have to relocate the TARDIS somewhere just a little bit bigger so that I can make it easier to shoot YouTube videos, probably sometime this summer before Comic-Con. I'll be sure to do a bigger on the inside room tour once I get everything set up. I will be getting some extra camera gear that'll make it a little bit easier to do live streams, but there's a lot of technical stuff involved. So for example, during the fall, you might see me do live Doctor Who and Walking Dead videos, which I'm really excited to try. So if you have any questions about the videos I'm working on, or stuff that's coming up, or stuff that's happening in my life, just leave it in the comments below, or just send me a high five on Twitter. On the other hand, if you are just finding me for the first time and you have no idea what's going on, be sure to subscribe below to get all my stuff. There will be dragons coming next week. It's going to be awesome. Also, here's details on some of the conventions that I'm going to be at this summer, as well as, other YouTubers that I'm really excited about right now. I will be at WonderCon at the end of April, VidCon at the end of June, and then I'll be at Comic-Con at the end of July. I might also be doing a Comic-Con panel, but I don't know what's happening with that, so I'll post updates whenever it's all figured out. My favorite YouTubers right now, though, whenever I'm not working on my own videos, are Hank and John Green. Most of all their Vlogbrothers stuff I love, but I also subscribe to all their DFTBA channels like SciShow and the new SciShow Space channel that they're making. Then there's Vsauce with Michael. I actually used to work with him on Barely Political videos way back in the early days of YouTube. I dare you to try and find some of them. For video game stuff, I'm a huge fan of Pewds, just like the rest of the world obviously, but also smaller creators like Dodger on Dexterity Bonus and her Press Hard channels. Tons of fun to watch. You should check them out. So I hope you enjoyed all my updates. If you have any questions, again, just leave them below in the comments. Right now, click here to see all my final Walking Dead predictions. Finale's happening on Sunday. And you can click here to catch up on Game of Thrones before next week, because dragons are coming and it's going to be so much fun. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. High fives.